Good day. This is Harshit, your tech host for today. Let's start with all that is new in this emerging tech world. Lenovo India has unveiled its new series of gaming laptops known as the Lenovo LOQ series in line with its earlier announcement. This lineup features various models powered by 12th Gen Core i5, 13th Gen Core i7 and Ryzen 7 octa-core 7840HS CPUs coupled with different NVIDIA GeForce RTX graphics options including RTX 3050, RTX 4050 or RTX 4060 variant. The gaming laptops within the Lenovo LOQ series boast a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display with a 144Hz refresh rate and NVIDIA G-Sync support. Promising users a smoother and low latency gaming experience, these laptops come equipped with 16GB DDR5 RAM and a 512GB SSD ensuring exceptional performance. Next up we have, following Microsoft's publication of material changes in the ongoing Activision Blizzard situation on Monday, the UK Competition and Markets Authority (CMA) is requesting public feedback within a short 4-day window. This rapid response period suggests a potential shift in the regulatory body's stance, indicating a possible approval of the acquisition. The CMA's statement indicates that Microsoft has submitted a document outlining reasons why material changes of circumstances should prevent the CMA from enforcing a final order against the merger. The CMA will consider Microsoft's submission along with other responses before the statutory deadline of 29 August. Photonics has unveiled its latest projector in India. It is the Photonics Beam 410 portable Android powered projector. The new Beam 410 will project images on any white surface or wall. The projector can also run popular OTT apps for streaming content such as Amazon, Netflix, and Prime Video. The Beam 410 smart projector delivers a cinematic experience and its mobility enhances its versatility. You can use the projector on the go and it works on any white surface. The projector runs on Android 9.0 with 1GB RAM and 8GB internal storage. The projector is also equipped with 6-watt speakers and can connect via Wi-Fi, HDMI and USB. The projector also has a 3.5mm audio jack for connecting external speakers. Bolt introduces its latest addition to the TWS category in India, the Z60 earbuds. This comes after the recent launch of Bolt Audio Curve ANC in March of this year. These earbuds feature 13mm bass drivers for enhanced audio output with deep, rich bass. They are equipped with Zen mode and quad mic environmental noise cancellation, ensuring clear audio in noisy surroundings. The low latency feature ensures seamless gaming with uninterrupted audio flow up to 50 ms. Meta has announced that it is bringing a change in how it will carry out targeted advertising in the European Union. The company will now seek users' consent in the region before allowing businesses to target advertising based on what users view on Facebook and Instagram. We are announcing our intention to change the legal basis that we use to process certain data for behavioral advertising for people in the EU, EEA, and Switzerland from legitimate interest to consent, Meta said. It added that the change is to address a number of evolving regulatory requirements in the region and is in line with a January order by the Irish Data Protection Commission, which set out the legal basis for how it targets ads. Xiaomi continues to expand its product range, moving beyond smartphones to offer a diverse selection of devices, including televisions and smart screens. Recently, the company introduced the X series smart TVs in India, a highly anticipated addition to their lineup. Xiaomi values the Indian market greatly, evident not just in their smartphone success but also in dominating the smart TV market with a 10.5% share. Taking feedback from users and fans, Xiaomi reintroduced the 65-inch model to the X series after a 4-year absence. The X series smart TVs now feature a content-first UI system powered by Google TV and Patch Wall Plus, which customize content based on user preferences. Next up we have, hackers are employing a fraudulent Android app named SafeChat to distribute spyware malware which pilfers call logs, text messages and GPS locations from mobile phones. The Android spyware is believed to be a variant of Coverland, known for stealing data from communication apps like Telegram, Signal, WhatsApp, Viber and Facebook Messenger. Researchers from Sifoma have linked the Indian APT hacking group Bhavut to this campaign, with most attacks executed through spear phishing messages on WhatsApp that directly deliver malicious payloads to victims. The analysts at Sifoma have observed similarities in tactics, techniques, and procedures to another Indian state-sponsored threat group called Do Not APT, which previously infected Google Play with fake chat app acting as spyware. The rebranding of TweetDeck to X Pro has been officially announced. The change can be seen at the top of the TweetDeck page when accessed through a logged out session. Elon Musk, who owns X, revealed the new name recently, while the transformation from Twitter to X is ongoing. Remnants of the previous branding remain on the page. The Twitter bird logo is still prominently displayed, and the tagline describes X Pro as a powerful real-time tool for active Twitter users. There are several references to X Pro on the page, including a question about seeking the legacy version of X Pro, a link to access the legacy version, and a link to the X Pro terms at the bottom of the page. The Advertising Standards Council of India and Khaitan and Company, a full-service law firm, have collaborated to release a comprehensive white paper on generative artificial intelligence in advertising. The white paper delves into the opportunities, risks, and legal considerations surrounding the use of generative AI in advertising. According to Manisha Kapoor, CEO and Secretary General of ASCI, AI is a groundbreaking technology with immense potential in advertising. Advertisers must be mindful of its impact on consumers and society, and the regulations and consumer protection principles that apply to traditional ads also extend to advertisements made with AI. As the field of AI evolves, regulatory clarity needs to keep pace with technological development, particularly concerning privacy, copyrights, and content creation responsibility. Next up we have Redmi has introduced its latest addition to the Sonic based series of Bluetooth neckband earphones, the Sonic based Wireless 2. This launch coincides with the release of the Redmi 12 5G smartphone in India. These neckband earphones, designed in an in-ear style, are equipped with 9.2 mm super bass drivers and are enhanced by dual mic environmental noise cancellation technology, ensuring exceptional call quality. Lava is getting ready to unveil a new smartphone as part of its Yuva series in India. The upcoming model, named Lava Yuva 2, is anticipated to be officially launched in the early days of August. Positioned as a more economical choice compared to the Yuva 2 Pro, which was introduced in the first quarter of 2023. The Yuva 2 aims to provide better value for money. Lava Yuva 2 will carry a price tag of Rs 6,999 in contrast to the existing Yuva 2 Pro price at Rs 7,999. Interestingly, sources indicate that the Yuva 2 will stand out in terms of value by offering 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, a step up from other brands in the same price category, which generally offer 2 GB RAM and 32 GB storage. Meta Platforms has announced that it has begun the process of ending news access on Facebook and Instagram for all users in Canada. The move comes in response to a legislation that requires internet giants like Meta and Google to pay news publishers. News outlets voluntarily share content on Facebook and Instagram to expand their audiences and help their bottom line. In contrast, we know the people using our platforms don't come to us for news. Rachel Curran, Meta's head of public policy in Canada, said. Next up we have, among several updates, Reddit is also improving the experience for logged out users. Now, logged out users should see more useful search results with improved recommendations for related posts and communities. In a blog post, Reddit said that people are discovering the website through various search engines to find relevant content posted by users. Thus, it has improved the experience for those who visit the site infrequently or for the first time. It was in late 2021 when Facebook, as it was then called, announced that the company is changing its name to Meta. Meta's focus will be to bring the metaverse to life and help people connect, find communities, and grow businesses, was the company's statement. A senior company executive says that the name change was an overall success. Meta changed its name when it was grappling with quite a controversial news story a Facebook whistleblower had released. The Facebook papers detailing some of the controversial activities behind the scenes 3 weeks after the story broke. Facebook became Meta. Apple, Adobe, Pixar, Nvidia, and Autodesk have joined forces to establish the Alliance for OpenUSD, an initiative aimed at advancing open standards for interoperable 3D tools and data. The alliance will focus on the standardization, development, evolution, and growth of Pixar's Universal Scene Description technology. Pixar's USD is an open source software designed for robust and scalable interchange of 3D scenes encompassing various assets, sources, and animations. The technology is considered crucial for creating metaverse content and facilitates seamless asset workflows between applications like Maya, Autodesk, 3ds Max, and Adobe Substance 3D Designer. Thanks for tuning in. This is Harshit signing off. Subscribe to IT Voice for all things tech, from gadget reviews to industry insights and latest tech news.
इंडिया लॉन्च करने वाला है अपनी डिजिटल करेंसी। जी हाँ, मैं बात करने वाला हूँ आज आपसे ई रूपी के बारे में। आरबीआई ने कुल नोटिस दिया इस चीज के ऊपर, तो इस वीडियो को पूरा देखना। क्या खुद की एक डिजिटल करेंसी लॉन्च कर रहा है जिसे बोलते हैं ई रूपी। स्टेट बैंक, सिटी बैंक सब लड़ रहे हैं आपस में कि ऑप्शन टेक्नोलॉजी और वेब 3.0 के इन्वॉल्वमेंट के बाद फ्यूचर पर्सपेक्टिव को सामने रखते हुए इन्होंने बोला है कि ऊपर एक ऑफिशियल नोटिस भी बहुत जल्दी आएगा और आप भी अपने क्यूआर की तरह एग्जिस्टिंग क्यूआर को यूज करते हुए आप अपने यूपीआई के थ्रू एक डिजिटल करेंसी को खरीद भी सकते हो, सेल भी कर सकते हो। तो एक्साइटेड होना है।